imagine a world where extraordinary abilities come at a price. In Code 8, specials, gifted with telekinesis, teleportation, and more, are ostracized and oppressed. In the early 21st century, the public becomes aware of people with superhuman abilities, known as powers, resulting in the government passing a law requiring all powers to register their abilities. Although they are initially popular in the workforce, as the Third Industrial Revolution begins, powers are marginalized. A crime syndicate known as the Trust has flooded the streets with an addictive drug called psych, made from the spinal fluid of trafficked powers. Police departments begin using drone-deployed robots called Guardians and facial recognition software to combat power-related crime, while a citywide powers ban is debated. Connor Reed, a 26-year-old electrokinetic, looks after his mother Mary, a cryokinetic, whose ailment impedes her from controlling her powers. They cannot afford treatment. Connor makes ends meet by working as an unregistered day laborer alongside other powers. Elsewhere in the city, a drug raid is conducted by detectives Park and Davis on an apartment complex owned by crime lord Marcus Sutcliffe, the local agent of the Trust and a reader mind reader. Connor is approached by Garrett, Marcus's underling and a TK telekinetic, and his crew for a job. The job turns out to be a robbery. Connor is introduced to Marcus and meets Nia, Marcus's apparent girlfriend. Park and Davis arrive at the robbery scene the next day and determine that Marcus is desperate for revenue. Garrett recruits Connor for more jobs while training him to maximize his abilities and agrees to help him earn enough money to get Mary's treatment. Connor grows close with Garrett's crew Freddy, a mute brawn super strength, and Maddie, a pyrokinesis. Marcus has the crew rob a bank to pay back the trust, but the vault contains only a tenth of the money they expected. Wesley's shapeshifter assassin, Copperhead, attempts to kill Marcus for not honoring his debt, but Marcus's bodyguard Rhino, a brawn with bulletproof skin, kills her. Nia reveals to Connor that she is a healer, and only remains with Marcus to ease the effects of his psych addiction and pay off her imprisoned father's debt. Mary's condition worsens, and the doctors tell Connor that they need to operate soon to save her. Park and Davis bring Connor in for questioning. Davis wants to plant evidence and coerce Connor into informing. Park wants to cut him loose due to lack of evidence. Connor is released. He goes to Garrett and suggests they rob a police-confiscated psych transport, which will make them $10 million. Garrett and Connor bring the idea to Marcus, where Connor demands Nia heal Mary as payment. On the day of the heist, the crew blocks the transport inside a no-fly zone, preventing backup by drones carrying Guardians. Although they manage to retrieve the psych non-lethally, Marcus's men execute police officers and betray them. They kill Maddie and fatally wound Freddy. Rhino flees with the drugs. Connor tells Garrett that Marcus framed them because of Garrett's demands, and they part ways. Connor contacts Park and offers up Marcus's hideout. The cops raid Marcus's hideout, while Connor and Garrett fight and kill both Rhino and Marcus. Garrett takes the psych and encourages Connor to get Nia. Nia pleads with Connor to let her go, as her abilities force her to take the injury or disease onto herself. Connor takes Nia to the hospital at gunpoint to cure his mother, but changes his mind. Mary passes away soon after. Connor gives Nia his truck in order to leave the city, while Garrett hands over the psych to Wesley and takes over the drug trade for the Trust in Lincoln City. Connor visits his mother's grave before he goes on the run, while Nia has a tearful visit with her father. Meanwhile, the powers ban is being voted on, while Park reluctantly accepts an award. That's all for this awesome recap. Thanks for watching Flick and TV. See you in the next one.